Hello! It is Chef Dylan here in the kitchen today, and welcome! We today are on a special adventure. I'm trying to switch things up, and we are going to experiment with making different types of Big Brother slop. And for those of you that are not familiar, contestants on Big Brother, they sometimes are categorized as what's called a have-not. Have-nots are individuals that for the week are not allowed to eat food other than what's referred to as Big Brother slop, kind of like an oatmeal-like substance, which we'll get to in a sec. They are not able to take hot, warm showers, and they have to sleep in these really uncomfortable, they look like very uncomfortable rooms. I know some years the beds in them are like dentist chairs or those really uncomfortable airplane chairs that you have to like lay back in, and it's all sorts of hell. So today we are going to make our version of Big Brother slop. And from what I understand about the show is that the slop can be cooked in different ways. So just like you can cook oatmeal in different ways, and condiments can be used. From again what I understand. So those of you that are like know it, feel free to comment below. But that's my understanding from all the research that I've done and times I've watched the show, which is a lot. So here, let me flip the camera around because we are live. I went ahead and I am in my lovely kitchen. I made two things of oatmeal. I went ahead and I went into my microwave and I use just regular Quaker oats. Quick, 1 minute. Here on the back, you will see I just did a half a cup in each and a cup of water. So that's really all you've missed. I just wanted to make sure that before the video started, I, had something prepared. But from a condiment standpoint, I tried to pull everything. I went to the store and just got a few things. But I have some butter, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. This is a really good barbecue sauce. Jihu's sugar-free. It's also gluten-free. I'm not gluten-free, but for those that are interested. Red Hot Wings Frank's. I have some ground cinnamon. I have some canola spray, or like vegetable oil would work too for what we're going to do. I'm not sure where I'm going to use the salsa at, but it's there. I have some salt and pepper and some Berry Hill chocolate flavored syrup. So we're going to essentially do two things with this. Oh, and before I forget, for all those meatheads out there too, like myself, or like how I attempt to be, Gold Standard Whey protein. I have the chocolate version, but it's very good if you're interested in working out or going to the gym. But what we're going to do is I will take one of my lovely spoons over here. Bop. And we're going to stir, 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 stir. Make things are going. And I'm going to do a couple versions of this. The first version is going to be very simple. We are simply going to use the condiments here. Salt, pepper, sugar, chocolate, and see how it tastes. Now again, with slop, you're not able to use food. So I couldn't put strawberries in here. I'm not allowed to put like pineapple in there for all you freaks that like oatmeal with pineapple in it. But it does contain some protein in there. So I do have to use this. I believe on this show they use kind of an unflavored one. I wasn't able to find that. So we're going to have to use chocolate for now. So we're going to open this bad boy up. And we're going to find a container here. Going. Okay, and this is one full scoop. I'm going to put half a scoop in each. So I'm going to get that out. Half in there too. So boom, boom. So it is, I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage because, again, I don't have unflavored oatmeal. But this should work just as well, just with a little bit of an extra chocolate kick to it. So we'll want to be careful about what we use. Then chocolate syrup is probably going to come in handy. So I'm going to put this down really quick, and I'll flip the camera, and you can watch me stir. I think the first step here, making sure that everything goes in lickety split. So we're getting involved, we're stirring. If you've ever used whey protein before, you know it's a little thick unless you have a blender bottle, which you can just shake and it goes kind of in. Oatmeal's a little bit more challenging, unless I would have put this in a blender bottle, and that's gross. I don't really like oatmeal, to be honest. So, that. Take a look. And we'll do the same thing with our bowl. Same concept, it's just in a blue bowl here. Stir, 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 stir. The ones that are here, I will be frying these, pan frying these, so making what hopefully are going to look like pancakes. That way, again, you can fry, pan, broil, boil. I don't think they have an air fryer on the show. I'm sure that's some kind of special thing. Right now, it looks like really disgusting, like meshed up. I don't even know. Like grits. Have you ever had grits before? I don't know. It might be kind of good. I'm not sure. Okay. So, we've got that. We've got our two sections. Now, we are going to take, this is a pan, and we'll do the frying ones first. So, I'm going to scoot the camera over so you've got a visual of what I'm seeing here too. Okay? So, I will be taking some canola oil spray right here. Any brand I'm sure will be fine. And I'm going to go ahead and spray my bottle, or spray my, and I'm going to put it up to, I'd say, mine's about an 8 out of 10, so depending on how your oven is, you're going to be able to turn it to like get what you want. I'd say low to an 8 out of 10, 80% of where the dial would turn to. So if you've got a medium and a high type of oven, you're going to want to go right smack in the middle of those two. But while we wait for that, some of the items that I think will be really nice. Numero uno, chocolate syrup. It's going to go very well with the chocolate that we have over here. If it was, I probably would use this even if the protein powder was not flavored, because if you don't like chocolate, you've got issues. Number two, I'm going to go over here and grab my handy dandy spatula. So when we scoop and flip. Scoop and flip. And I am not a professional chef. I've never gone to chef school. I don't have any plans to. So this will be off the cuff. And again, as we kind of wait, I will be taking this oatmeal and we'll pour it in small increments, and I will film and show you what it looks like and what the challenges are. Again, right off the cuff. I have not practiced this beforehand, so that you're going to get an inside peek of all of my advanced cooking skills. Some other things to use. I think the cinnamon could be very good. The lighting's not great. Let me move it over. So the cinnamon will be really nice. I think, again, any flavor should work. I just ended up buying McCormick. But McCormick. Oh, sorry about that. All right. So it's getting kind of warm now. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of my oatmeal here. And I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to put a little in there to see kind of how it reacts. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. So we're going to take it and we're going to make sure it's kind of centered up. So, kind of like when you bake pancakes. I'll give you a visual. So, right here, look at the form and the shape. It looks really disgusting, but this will be what's fun about it. The canola oil is really good because it shouldn't stick to the pan, so I won't have to worry about anything being burnt. And then we'll see how the first one goes to see if we like it. And then, on Dylan's kitchen episode, we'll move it over here to this plate. And we'll test it out and we'll see how it tastes. And as that is cooking, I think something is to be said about the other thing of oatmeal we have. We have a series of other ingredients that I'm curious to try. The chocolate kind of throw things out of proportion, so I'm probably not going to use the buffalo sauce. And with the oatmeal, it's going to be kind of gross. I do think actually if the oatmeal was unflavored, that these barbecue sauces and oatmeal, I think if you cooked it the right way, could be killer. The butter can also be used essentially instead of the canola spray. Canola oil, you also can use vegetable oil or coconut oil in some instances if that's your thing. And as we do this, I'm going to take my cinnamon here and boom, boom, boom. And we've got a lot there, and I try to scent some of the rest, the outside areas, so when we make a second patty, it's there. Okay. Now, alright, we still got a little bit more time, but looking at it, it is starting to cook, which I'm very happy about. I'm very excited. Hopefully, things don't get burnt. So we're going to take a little bit more of our oatmeal, and I'm going to scoop this patty over with just a little bit. So I've got some room. I want to put a second patty here, kind of seeing how this will work. I'll put a little bit more. Get a little sizzle that goes on. Take a little bit longer. We're going to shape it for professionalism. And I would assume this is similar to pancakes. And so the rule that I've always been talking about pancakes is when you see the little bubbles pop up on the top level of the pancake, so essentially what you can see when you're frying it, then you should flip the pancake. So as an example, whoop, we slipped over, we got a runner. This one right here, it looks like he's kind of good to go, so I'm going to take him, flat. We're going to see what it's like. I'm really pumped. Another thing I'm going to do is, this is a brand new bottle of chocolate syrup. I'm going to open it. I'm going to unopen the tab here. And we will be good going. And the chocolate syrup of fun. We're going right there in the fryer. Okay, so I need to show you this. So look at all the bubbles and all of these things that are going on. It's like, looks kind of fun, but I'm a little worried that it could burn. So be careful. And it looks like, no, we're not quite done yet. So be careful. This is a note to make. Be careful with this chocolate. I probably should have waited a little bit longer before I put it on there. But if I was in the Big Brother house, which I would love to be someday, so CBS, if you're watching, let myself or anybody else who subscribes to this channel put them on your radar. Or if you don't want to be on Big Brother, that's fine too. Like and subscribe. Or follow me on my Instagram account too. So we'll need to be careful about how we cook this. Okay. So this is getting some recognition. This bigger honker. This big honkin' piece. Okay, we need to keep it there a little bit longer. It's still breaking apart here. Also, if any of you have gone to culinary school and have any tips on cooking pancakes, please let me know. I struggle with that on a daily basis. Our small fella here seems like it could be ready to go. Oh, a little dark. So, I'm going to take him, put him down here. So it's still a little gooey. So may need to watch the temperature. So I'm going to take my temperature here and I'm going to turn it down just slightly. I'm taking it down to medium. I've got some room to grow here. I'm also going to take some more butter, or some butter just in general, and I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. taking it. Alright. Alright. Okay. Again, with a higher level of heat, we're seeing a little bit more fun in terms of all this grease. So please don't be like me. When I'm feeling all sexy in the morning and I decide to take my shirt off before I cook bacon or pancakes, it's not going to work. Okay, so our buddy here should be ready to flip. It's a little greasy. Take it off the heat. And I'm going to flip. I'm taking it, putting it over here, and I'm going to turn it down. The chocolate was not a very good choice at that point to put it in. But as we let that sizzle and burn, let's go back over here. And I'll flip over. And let's see how this tastes. And you're getting a true reaction here. So it looks a little burnt, but let's see what we can do. You know what? Actually, let's try again. Here, I'll let you actually see me take a bite. Mine's the fact that they're a little burnt. They're actually really good. You can tell the cinnamon. I wait until after you're finished to put in the rest of the chocolate because the topping, kind of like syrup. Oh, that was gross. You definitely saw the inside of my tongue. I'm very surprised. So, going back to our burnt level of fun, I'm going to take these off and put them on the plate. Okay. Okay. Take it, turn it off. Alright. So, I turned off the heat. I got everything off. Over here, I'm going to take some of the chocolate syrup again to cover up from some of the burnt taste. The thing is, the texture actually, regardless of how this thing looks, because it looks a little janky, texture-wise, it was actually fantastic. It tasted pretty much like pancakes, because oatmeal essentially is a grain, so I would assume it works the same, similar to like bread or French toast. And then I will flip it up, and we can look at the inside of my mouth as I eat it. Yeah, one better idea. There's a crisp to it. It does need a little bit of extra something. I'm thinking if I would have added like some honey, or, and again, I don't think they allow white sugar, like brown sugar, or like some of the white powder that you see on some of the pancake mix onto like the slop, but I would definitely recommend it if that's an option. It's weirdly good. Like, I could eat this all week. Chocolate syrup, again, is kind of a luxury too, but even without it, if you could use cinnamon and basic spices, or basic like sugar spices, sugar, brown sugar, sugar in the raw, cinnamon. I probably will make this the next time I make pancakes, because it's way better for you than some of the stuff that you would use. Essentially, it's just oatmeal. So, there's that. The next round we're going to do, essentially, we already have mixed it up. And so I will take round 2. So, we have this. It's simply oatmeal. Again, we put that brown protein powder in it. I'm literally throwing some chocolate syrup in there. We're going to take a spoon. I'm going to set this down again, so stay here. Chocolate syrup's already in it. Ooh. And so I'm just going to eat it and try it and see what it's like. I definitely could throw some, you know what? I'm actually going to throw some cinnamon in there. If we don't like cinnamon, nutmeg would probably work too. Honey. I made a whole bunch. Too much more. So much oatmeal that I'm not going to eat. So, as a recommendation, I think a fourth to half a cup, probably half a cup is the best recommendation for like one sit-down serving. The fact now that I have one whole cup of uncooked, well, it was one cup uncooked oatmeal that just is kind of expanded based on the water and stuff that I put in there. It's a lot, but let's try it out. It's fine. Now again, the chocolate from the whey protein was very helpful. The chocolate from the syrup, extra helpful. The cinnamon though was very strong, so if you don't like cinnamon, I definitely can taste it in the amount that I put in this. So just take caution with that. But other than that though, it was very good. If you're looking to eat healthier, and you know you're going to be in the Big Brother house, I definitely recommend utilizing chocolate syrup, your cinnamon, frying it. Something else that maybe in the future I could try is baking it to see kind of how that would work with it. But I think the frying option is the best. Also, who doesn't like a good pancake or French toast? There's a lot of options too if they allow the use of eggs, which I do not believe they do. So if you're allergic to eggs or you're on Big Brother and you're on Slop, I do not believe they allow you to use things like that. So flour, eggs, pretty sure it's out. But milk is too questionable. I could have used milk for some of these. I decided against it because I was trying to use the least amount of resources possible. But until then, your regular whey protein, chocolate, or your more fried, again, watch the chocolate syrup when you actually fry it in a pan. It was amazing for what it was worth. I could eat a week on it. Granted, I'd rather have lobster or whatever, sushi, pizza, hell yeah to the pizza. But until then, it's your boy Dylan. I'm out. I'll see you later. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Dylan Has a Podcast. We also have updates there. So until then, bye.